That's also fine. I think it's up to you.
Yeah.
We're not saying more powerful. We're just saying.
Yeah, it's fine. You're just wrong, Johnny. It's okay. Don't worry about
Also,
it. You'll be fine.
Watch me give Johnny a circumcision. Here we go.
Oh my God, his Jewishness is coming out in full circle. Oh God. Hey, welcome back to Anime Casuals. I'm Lucky. Here I go! This hand of mine is burning red!
And I'm Michael. Realize the only ones who should kill are those who are prepared to be killed.
Johnny.
Your darkness swallowed up my son? Who decided that?
Erupting! Burning!
Now all of you.
Die.
And 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Anime Casuals. I am Lucky.
I'm Michael.
I'm a Johnny.
And we make up Anime Casuals. Thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the Casual Discussion, where we will be talking about side characters that are better than the main characters or of our favorite anime. Or
better than side character Pedro.
Better than side character Pedro, man, dude. I mean, that's a tall task, man. But side character Pedro that's funny because I don't think we've ever actually shown that episode of us actually calling him side character Pedro. So it's great. So if you guys don't know who side character Pedro is, you guys know now. He is part of the ACU Anime Casuals universe, I guess. So it's the ACU now. So
and if you do know who side character Pedro is, that means you are a true Anime Casual fan, and then we appreciate you.
And that somehow you watched the episode that we didn't ever release.
Exactly.
So anyway, since I came up with this, I'll go ahead and start us off. This is going to be a little controversial, but I don't care. So this one's gonna go to Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. I've always been a little bit more of a Vegeta guy, just because he has a cooler arc than Goku. Because Goku, like, he has to have the shonen side to him, right? Where he just doesn't fucking change. But, like, he's, like, the original shonen dude where it's like, oh, I'm really stupid and I really just like to fight and I really don't give up. You know what I mean? So, whereas Vegeta has gone from fucking villain to, like, he's kind of done, I forget what that guy's name is from Heroes, but there's that guy, the guy with the glasses, Harry or whatever his name was, the father. Yeah, dude, no.
Oh, you mean his dad?
Her dad. It was Hayden Panettiere's dad that wears the glasses and shit. And he's like, you know, he goes from like being good to being bad to being good to being bad.
Man.
Yeah, dude. And so he kind of reminds me of him, where it's like he goes from good to bad to good to bad. But first off, he's a way better dad than Goku. Like, he actually helps Bulma, which is crazy in this universe, dude. Like, like, Goku is almost never with his kids unless they're training. Like, if they're not training, he's like, Chi-Chi, deal with this shit, you know. Probably better off that way, by the way. So, but still, I've always just liked Vegeta a little bit more. I think he has a little bit more oomph to his character, and you know, I think in the more recent years, at least from what I've heard from Dragon Ball Super, he was starting to get some recognition. More so than, like, you know, when Goku was just always better than him. It was just like, oh, I got Super Saiyan 3. Like, you got what the why, dude? You know? So, yeah, I got to go with Vegeta, man, my boy.
I mean, I gotta admit, he was on my list, so I agree with you. And that's the same reason. It's like Goku is a fine character. Just Vegeta for me is more interesting of a character because he actually goes through differences. Like, maybe if Goku had started evil, like in Dragon Ball, like not got bumped in the head yet, and we saw him like as an evil kid for a while, maybe he would be a little bit more interesting. Like, that would be pretty fun. Or maybe he gets bumped in the head again and he becomes bad for a while.
Oh, dang,
actually,
bro!
that'd be a fun little side episode that they did that. Like,
oh, maybe
what if?
Because I heard some rumors that Vegeta gets some cool stuff in the future at, like, whatever the next one after Super is called, and that'd be kind of cool. Like, maybe Goku goes evil and then Vegeta gets stronger than him to fight him. Whoa. Okay. Anyways, I put. Let's see what I want to start with. Maybe stealing one back from Lucky. I put Sarada.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she is by far 100% more interesting than Boruto.
That's not a hard thing to do, man. That's
No, it's not. Like, every character is more interesting than Boruto. But like maybe you take like his cool powers as a thing to say that he's interesting, but Sarada. I don't know why I have such trouble saying her name, but she is much cooler in just story. Like Boruto's like, oh, my dad's so strong and like really important. He's like literally every character in every TV show who's like, oh, my dad's so rich and powerful. I've got huge problems. It's like, shut up. Like, go, let's deal with somebody who actually has important problems. Not to say that you like that might not cause real mental health issues, but like really, like we're gonna focus on Boruto as that's his issue. Like his dad's not home enough, so he's like, you don't love us, Dad. It's like, obviously he does. He's the Hokage. He's protecting all of you. Just because his dad has weird like association issues where he views his whole village as his family and not just his family as his family, well, you know what, that just makes him an even better guy in some respects. But like she actually has some important issues. She's growing up basically without a dad, doesn't know who her true dad is, doesn't believe that it's Sasuke. And Sasuke is just generally known as a villain. So she has to grow up with going, is my dad good? Is he bad? Does he love my mom? Like, what's going on? She goes through some identity crisis, like through her growing up. I mean, she should probably understand that her having the Sharingan means that Sasuke is her dad, but you know, whatever. And I just generally like her character more because she's smart. She's very skillful and intelligent. She's kind of like the best of Naruto and Sasuke put together, but she has her few drawbacks that make her still an interesting character to focus on.
Nice.
Nice. My first one is gonna be Suzaku Kurorugi. For a couple different reasons. I mean, I know he's pretty close to, I guess, a main character, but I still feel like Lelouch is the main character of that. And
I'm gonna fight you after this.
Oh.
We'll go ahead and arrange your casket, Michael.
If anything, I was just gonna say he has a lot of awesome moments, and it would have just been awesome to see even more of just crazy Suzaku moments where he just controls everything. You know, uses sometimes because of Lelouch and his Geass, you know, he defies various laws of everything, you know, to live. And he's just an awesome character, and he was just super cool. And yeah, it was just awesome to watch.
Damn, man. Yeah, I always felt like Suzaku was just the one where it was like, oh, I just have like fucking natural talent, bro. You know what I mean? Like I got the fucking military moves. I got all this other shit and just fucking. I to be honest though, a couple of the ways that he just fucking does Lelouch dirty in that series, I was like, bro, that's crazy, dude. But anyway, we're talking next about Fairy Tail. I think Urza's more interesting than Natsu. I like her more. And I've always just had a thing for her character. Okay, that sounded that's not how I wanted that to sound. Yeah, her boobs look great in that angel. Oh, no. But yeah, I always thought that she had just such a good story. Not to give any spoilers away, but her stuff with Jalal. I mean, dude, her story basically it's copy and pasted into fucking Eden Zero. You know what I mean? Like it's just basically like it's almost the same story almost. And I don't know. There's just something about her. First off, her abilities I just think are really cool. Natsu, he just does new shit with fire. Like that's basically his whole thing. It's like, hey, I ate some new fire, and now I have this new fire ability, or I have stronger fire, or I somehow combine lightning with fire. It's like, bro, like I get you're like an elemental user, but even like fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender was like, oh yeah, well I do kung fu with my shit, but he just like punches or he gets defeated, and like he's basically known for like a couple of things. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat something and get that power, or I'm gonna fucking blow shit, blow fire out of my fucking mouth, and it kind of gets annoying after a while. It's like, oh, okay, let's just go ahead and do something else. Whereas she gets new fucking outfits, new weapons. And I'll be real with you, like she's like really funny. Like it's funny how she balances that girliness along with like the hard, Urza, part of her. Because I just remember there was one episode where she just like she just has a fucking outfit for everything. Like in one episode, she just I think they go to a casino or something like that, and she puts on a fucking bunny outfit for like no reason. And I mean, fan service, but you know, it is what it is. So
Disguise.
yeah, dude, disguise. It was either way, it was top notch, and Urza, in my opinion, is much better than Natsu. Although I will say Natsu has his moments, but Urza, that Urza though.
It was weird. There was Hugh Hefner at the casino too. It was strange. Okay, so we're gonna go into, let's see, which one do I want to pick up next? I'll stay with some more relevant ones. I might fight you all on this, but I think we could all agree that I'm right when I say Zoro is much more interesting than Luffy.
Fair.
We all love Luffy, but he's very one-dimensional. Even when he goes through like emotional traumatic moments, he still almost emerges out of them very soon going, hey, I'm Luffy again. I'm having so much fun. Like very rare do we see Luffy go through some intense traumatic moments. I think the first time I remember him going through an actual really important moment is like after the Marineford arc. Like that was his most emotional moment up to like that point. And then of course we had like another one like pretty close after that. But Zoro has a really interesting backstory we haven't dived into so far. We have this mysterious girl that lives in his past who looks identical to this other swordsman that's next to Smoker. Weird coincidence. Interesting. And then like constantly he is the one who in the background of all the scenes is going, I support my captain. And if you F with the captain, I will fight you. Also, captain, I will fight you if you don't uphold your own morals and policies that we have set forth upon this ship. And he is very often the person who is keeping Luffy to his own logic of going like, Luffy, you can't just be nice to everybody. You've got to enforce rules. You're our captain. You've got to act like it. And slowly, I think Luffy's kind of adopted that on himself to be like, okay, yeah, I will be the captain. I will represent who we are as the Straw Hat Pirates, which is all about just living your life free. And I think Zoro really respects Luffy for what he's done. He's also one of the oldest members. He is one of the oldest members of the ship besides Luffy. I mean, Zoro was there in like episode 3 or something, or 2. And I really like Zoro as a character, be it his terrible sense of direction or just his overall power and strength, because sometimes he's gotten to show off more than Luffy has.
Oh yeah. Talk about Pika, bro. Pika.
Talk about Pika.
Talk about Pika.
Fair. My next choice is going to be Valdora from Being Created as a Slime.
That's a good one.
I mean, we get introduced to Valdora really early on, and he seems cool. I mean, giant dragon trapped in a bubble because, you know, he was too much. People said, no, you go on timeout for whenever. We'll come back. I don't know. And he got absorbed, and I really thought there was going to be some cool, awesome stuff. I mean, obviously there was, but I guess more dragony. I don't know, to be more specific, but even then, I don't know. It almost kind of felt like we just forgot about Valdora for a bit. I don't know, because he was in there, you know, and everyone was like, huh, you got a dragon inside you. One day we'll talk about that. And, you know, we get to see him do stuff now. We're getting introduced to a lot more dragons and cool mystical nonsense. And I'm just excited to see what Valdora gets to do on top of the minor things that have been cool that we've seen. So, Valdora.
Johnny, may I say I applaud you on your non-spoiler way to talk about that.
On purpose.
Dang, man. So let's talk about that season 2 finale again. Okay, so I this was actually like at the end of my list, but actually, you know, I will leave it towards the end of my list, towards the lightning round. This next one is probably the only reason why I watched this show, which is Chizuru from Rent a Girlfriend. I mean, this is kind of like typical for any harem, right? Like the main character is not the reason why you're there, but like Chizuru is like literally the reason why I was there. She is literally the best part of that entire series and is best girl. And yeah, I just dude, Kazuya is so bad. Dude, he's one of the worst characters. I can't get on another Kazuya fucking shit parade again. But yeah, the fact that she holds that series together, she even holds him together, dude. Like, dude, this guy has an epiphany while he's like during a scene when he's jerking off. You know, that's how fucking terrible this character is. Um, and you know, it's just crazy, man. And you know, she's so put together. She actually has to like work hard. She actually has to do all this stuff, and he's just sitting there like, I don't know what to do with my life, you know. And once again, you know, like kind of like Michael said, it's like yes, he has his problems, but Chizuru has her problems, and she's still fucking. She does it all in heels. So there you go, bitch.
I'm just going to jump in and say Ashirpa from Golden Kamui. The only reason I say Ashirpa is not the main character is because there's been a couple of sidelines where we just distract ourselves with like I forgot his name. We haven't watched that in a while.
Sugimoto?
Yeah. Wait, you say what?
Were you talking about the main guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the immortal Sugimoto.
Okay, I heard Yugimoto.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, they're just the same series.
Sugimoto, yeah, and
Prologue.
like he's basically the main character because most of the time the story will follow him, and there's a certain point where they separate. We don't follow Shirpa, but to me, I love a lot of the characters in Golden Kamui, so no like negative comments on any of them. But Ashirpa is much more exciting to watch because she's funny, interesting, comes with a lot of knowledge, and most of the time she's a little bit more wild at times, like making rash decisions.
Mm.
And that's why I really like her character. And I think I think it would be fun if the story kind of followed her a little bit more often than following Sugimoto.
Nice.
My next one, admittedly, it kind of has to change a little bit because of like the last 2-ish episodes, but I really would have liked to have known more about Akutagawa. I mean, God damn it, this giant crab is walking around. He has this whole life, and we don't get to see any of it. Apparently, he's out there chasing girl crabs. Like, what?
Where are all
That's
these
awesome,
girl
my
crabs?
dude. And I mean, he lost one of his claws, but I'm pretty sure he grew it back. So I'm like, that's great. And we don't get to know why. I don't know. I mean, why is he a giant crab? It's ridiculous.
What you don't know is he has the same powers as our main character, which I will not spoil. But you know that's why he regrew it back.
Oh, well, that actually answers everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, Akutagawa, he was good crab, good morals. I mean, was
Praise
like
the
people
crab.
fighting. No, you get off, you walk.
As we say in Elden Ring, praise the crab.
I definitely thought of a different quote for Elden Ring.
Oh,
No.
oh,
Try
crab.
finger, ... So yeah, Akutagawa,
Butt
he's
crab.
great.
Okay,
my
like
God,
you want to do
that-
one more, or should we do
I
lightning?
think we'll do go into lightning round. By the way, that dude, your picks right now, Johnny, are fucking crazy. I mean, that by the way, totally true. I have no idea why he is not like the cover. You know, it's just giant crab and then just everybody underneath him or something like that. You know, because that's basically most of the series.
The opener is like literally like, look at that crab, and then everybody's like, why is there a crab here?
And then we
I think that
figure
was
it
literally
out.
your first question when we watched
Yeah.
Suffolkui Bisco.
It was all
It was
about
like,
that crab.
what's this crab?
That's all it's been.
Dude,
Unbox crab.
luckily it was ants. Oh, that sounds really good right now. Anyway, so my my lightning round, I got to start off. So Michael had mentioned before Zoro. One of my actually, this person kind of grew into my favorite part of the Straw Hats. It used to be Zoro, Brook. Then it became Usopp. I really like Usopp. I like his story. I like the fact that there's so much tied with him. You know, his dad being part of Shank's crew. That being a link between him and Luffy. Just all this stuff, man, that Usopp represents is just so cool. So also the fact that he is so weak and has to go all the way up, whereas Luffy's always been strong. So I've always liked that about him. Koro Sensei from Assassination Classroom is another one here. I mean, yes, he's on the main cover, and a lot of people would probably like hear about Koro Sensei and be like, "Oh yeah, he's the main character." But technically, it's Nagisa. Technically, but you know, I mean, come on, we're there for Koro Sensei, so there you go. Okay. Don't think anything differently of me. This isn't like it's not the reason why I like this character more than the main character is not what you think. This is Darkness from Konosuba. I just think that she has a lot of plot development. She has great assets that come to the table.
That's the plot development.
And you know, it's just especially since in the second, I guess second season, where we got to learn a little bit more about her family. I've just always liked her, just because she's such a staple in that group, but she's also like I don't know. She's hopeless, right? Like she's never gonna get anywhere past this, and I'm past her condition. I'll just say, and I love that about her. Nobody wants her to get past her condition because it's fucking hilarious. And then lastly, I have Hajime Saito from Rurouni Kenshin. He is Kenshin's rival from the Shinsengumi, and yeah, actually, I just did a video about him the other day about top 5 sword. No, top 5 unique sword styles. So if you guys want to check that out, you can do that as well. But yeah, I've always liked his character. His voice actor is Kirk Thornton, who's also the voice of Gene from Samurai Champloo. Everything about him is fucking awesome. Yeah, so Michael, go ahead, man.
Okay. Hopefully I won't run over Johnny's shoes too much. We'll go with first Levi.
Ow.
Levi is much more interesting of a character than Aaron is. I mean, from his history, from his family, which we still don't know 100% about, to the way he acts and how just skilled he is, much more interesting of a character than Aaron is for the most part until this last season. I would say Aaron blows him out of the water. Okay, we'll go to, I don't know if she counts because I would say that they're both dual main characters, but Marin from Dress Up Darling, she is wonderful. And that's why I'll leave that. Asuna, always better than Kirito. Gotta keep it there. Nanachi from Made in Abyss, she is the best. I would do like all 3 of them, but Nanachi like kills it with her knowledge, how she acts, how she's just randomly the most adorable thing in the episode because she is very sheltered because she has lived a life of horrors, and so you just want her to feel good all the time.
Say she's fuzzy on the outside and just broken on the inside.
Yep.
Shattered glass on the inside that you're like, oh,
not much left in there. It's all same.
Hana from Miroku-chan. That's Miroku's like friend who has a lot of assets. And I would actually, it would be a very interesting turn if they made a whole season about her instead of Miroku-chan, and like how her interaction with ghosts on a daily basis, how she lives because she can't see them, but I'm sure the ghosts are like, what the hell is this?
I'd like to see them just like towering in fear. Like,
Yeah, she's like a goddess walking around. I put Reagan from Mob Psycho. Now, I'll put this. Mob is a fantastic character, but he's very boring at times. And you need a Reagan in there to make it really exciting, especially with like at the end of season 1, where Mob gave him all his powers. And then Reagan was like, yes, children should not fight. Only adults should. And then he takes the powers. He's like, adopt. And then I'll just run through my last ones. I've got Raito's gang, the dude from Harem. Everyone around that guy is much more exciting than he is. He's a boring ass character. There's no change in him. Everything with him is very one-dimensional, and everybody around him is this very exciting. And then last 3, Yano from Kimi Todoke. That's one of the friends who helps. What her name is? Kimi.
Oh shoot, I don't remember any of these people's names.
But that's the like kind of like bossy girl. That's like one of her friends. I put Tatsumaki from One Punch Man. She's really cool, as we'll learn in the future. And then the last one, I kind of put Erina from Food Wars. Mostly because by the end of the series, her story is much more exciting than Soma's. But it's a battle for me because they're very cool characters.
So how did you kind of put it? Did you just like Erina?
Yeah, I put Erina and then I kind of deleted it and then I wrote it again just so I could talk about it.
Like, it's half a word. I don't know.
Yeah. The anime is basically about her at the end, anyways. So.
The god is my first choice. No. I'm gonna go with Amari Azazel from Welcome to Demon School Rimukun. She's just an insane character, and she does everything like constantly, and I'm pretty sure she could rival the 2 like most powerful students there. I mean, if she really wanted to. She's got insane devil powers. I mean, she's kind of like Rias, which, you know, if anybody knows that show, she's like the daughter of the devil kind of thing, so she has a lot of power and clout. So yeah, Amari is pretty crazy, and she's got good values. Escanor, I mean, really only for like season 2. just because they really just trashed him later on in the series. But
Agreed.
That season 2, seeing him fight off against one of the commandments and just cause like immense fear in the guy, and he kills himself. I mean, that's awesome. It sounds terrible, but
No, that was really cool.
It's a
though.
cool scene.
Yeah.
I actually had the Girls of Konosuba as well, just because honestly, I don't know if I'd want to watch it if it was just Kazuma.
Yeah.
But if it was just the 3 girls, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'd watch that. That's fine.
We don't need a pervy main character to be on top of that, but
yeah,
we're glad
that's
he's
fine.
there.
They can do it themselves. They're independent, strong women. My next one is actually going to be from Girlfriend. There was one girl in there. I don't even remember her name, but she shows up for one episode and she barely says anything. But she is just the quietest, just cutest thing. And I was like, oh, cool. Now the next couple episodes are going to be on this one. Saying like 3 words. But no, they're just like, and she's gone.
Nope.
As quietly as she came, she's out of there. And I don't know. Maybe that's going to be season 2. Maybe
It
she'll
better be.
say something. But yeah, a quiet little girl.
I'm looking for more characters in Rise of Shield Hero to bring that up more often.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that yeah, those are pretty good characters. I gotta say,
They're
I
all
think
really good,
I feel like we went off like the beaten path. Like I didn't hear any I heard a lot of like interesting anime, man, over here. So I'm very impressed at how uncasual we kept this, man. I was expecting like all shonen, all all this shit, and no, dude, we fucking
Right.
nailed that.
Shut off.
Oh my god! But anyway, if you guys have any side characters that you think were better than the main characters, let us know in the comment section down below. You can also email us at animecasuals with an S, real, REAL, @gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to check out all things casual, you can check that out in the link tree in the description box or the info box if you're listening on podcasts down below. But as always, guys, don't forget to keep
It casual.